Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel today. Today we're going to be planning for the month of February, and for the month of February there are two holidays for us that are coming up, which is Chinese New Year's and Valentine's Day. So I pre-wrote some important dates on the monthly calendar here. As you can see, our mortgage and car payment is due on the 1st of February, and then on the 3rd of February is actually my mom's birthday. And then also, we're actually going to be celebrating my birthday that weekend. We're not going back to visit them in Boston. But then for the second weekend of February, we're going to be going to New York City to celebrate Chinese New Year's with my husband's family. And then the following week, my husband is actually on call, which means that we will have to stay at home for the most part, including Valentine's Day, unfortunately. But that's totally fine. My plan is to go to the grocery stores and purchase some ingredients and make us a nice dinner. And then the weekend after that, we will be headed to Boston for Chinese New Year's. So I'm super excited for this month. There's a lot going on, and my budget may be a little bit different, but I'm super excited for that. Next, we're gonna go over our monthly goals. So we have three main goals for this month. One being that we wanted to save the extra car payment for the month. And then we also want to save enough money for Chinese New Year's and Valentine's Day. We kind of fell behind on these holidays, unfortunately. And these are holidays that we do celebrate. So we need to make sure that we're saving money for that. And then we want to start saving up for all our planned trips. So nothing is booked, but we have some trips in mind that we want to save up for. So let's go ahead and fill in our income. So the income for this month, my prediction is actually going to be that it's going to be a lot lower than last month. And the reason is because we started doing our taxes this month and we realized that we owe money from last year for taxes. And in addition, I have a 401k from a previous employer that I want to roll over into my Roth IRA account. For those of you who don't know, the 401k account typically takes money from our paychecks pre-tax, whereas a Roth IRA account, you put money in post-tax. So when you convert it from a 401k to a Roth, which can only happen when you're leaving an employee, essentially, and that no longer becomes like a valid 401k account, when you roll over, you have to pay extra taxes. It counts toward essentially your income. So that's why we decided that we should take out some extra money from our paychecks every month. So we'll have our employers take it out of our paychecks. And then next year when we need to pay, hopefully we don't have to pay anything. So with that being said, my prediction for my first paycheck is gonna be probably $3,000, as well as my second one. Hopefully it's a little bit higher for now, but I'm not 100% sure. And then I think my husband will be $3,500 probably. So with that, it means that our total for our paychecks will probably be $13,000. Our mortgage every month is $2,767.64. And then our car payment is $400 something, but we always put $1,000 towards it. And then our HOA is $148. And for month ahead, this month I'm gonna and for the month ahead fund, this month I want to save about $600. And the reason this number went down is because I realized that I only need to use this fund 2 times a year. I originally for some reason thought it was 4 times a year, but I forgot that I got paid bi-weekly. So I do have extra paychecks coming in essentially. So that will cover the two of the weeks. So then we only need to use this fund for the other 2 weeks. So that's why I started saving less. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this up. So it's 2767.64 plus 1,000 plus 148 plus 600. So the total is $4,515.64. I wanted to write a comma here and it did not come out. That was weird. Okay, next let's go ahead and move over to our bills. So for the bills for this month, as usual, we always want to put about 400 into utilities. I'm gonna make it bigger. Okay, and then for the phone bill, we'll do 50. The gym is always gonna be about 40. Car insurance, we're gonna do 60 because we have enough for the next payment already. Retirement, 1,000 at the minimum. Terminex, we'll do 55. And then our goal for the car payment is make an extra payment, so that's 1,000. So our total for this is 400 plus 50 plus 40 plus 60 plus 1,000 plus 55 plus 1,000. So that's 2,605. And then next we'll go into our spending. So for groceries, my goal is to put about $600 in there this month, and then $700 into eating out. The reason we have so much this month is because for groceries, I know we're gonna purchase a little bit extra for Valentine's Day as well as for Chinese New Year's. And then for eating out, because we're going to New York to visit family and going to Boston to visit family and friends, we're going to be eating out more than usual, which is totally fine, but that's where we want to put a little bit more money. For gas, we're going to be putting $40 here. And then for the rest, we're going to be putting our normal amount of $20 a week. So that's going to be $80 total. And I don't know why I've had problems with all the 8 so far. Okay. So the total for this would be 600 plus 700 plus 40 plus 80 plus 80 plus 80. So the total is $1,580. Next, let's go ahead and move over to our emergency fund. So for our emergency fund, we're going to prioritize this. So we're still going to add 1,000. For new house, we're going to slow it down a little bit this month just because we have all these other spendings happening. So we'll do 150. For home maintenance, we're just going to do $20. And then for furniture, we do have to save significant amounts. So we'll do $250 because my desk did break and we had to buy a new desk. Or we will have to buy a new desk. And then medical will be just $20 as well as electronics. For donations, I'm going to skip that because like I said, whenever I get my my exact number and we budget it in the weekly, that's when we'll budget the amount for donations. And then in addition, when I do an unstuffing at the end of the month, any change that we have that are $2 or $1 left over will always go into donations. Okay, next is hosting, which would just be 20, as well as new car. Pantry is 20. And then meat and renovations will each get 40. And then everyday budgets, our giveaway, will get 20. So the total for this is 1,000 plus 150 plus 20 plus 250 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20, 20, 20, 40, 40, 20. So $1,620. Okay, next is our short term. So for birthdays, we're going to go ahead and put 50. We're going to do 100 for holidays because we want to prioritize that this month. Gifts, we'll just do 20. And then for memberships, I do want to do a little bit more because both my husband and I have global entry and they're both expiring either next year. Actually, they're both expiring next year. And that's $100 each. So we want to make sure we have that in our membership. Self-care, I'm going to go ahead and put 20. I'm going to skip clothes. Household will get 30. I'm going to skip toiletries. And then we're going to go ahead and do 20 and 40. And with it being the winter, I'm also skipping yard. So total we have for this section is 50 plus 100 plus 20 plus 40 plus 20 plus 30 plus 20 plus 40. So total is $320. Okay. So now I'm gonna do the travel budget first and see how much we have left, because I do want to prioritize the travel. So for travel, because the cruise is coming up, or the payment for the cruise is coming up, I'm gonna save $1,000 for that. There's no trips here planned. Well, the cruise is technically my husband's birthday trip. We'll do 150 in Europe, 200 in Asia, 300 in beach. We'll do $50 for friends, and then $250 for the parents trip, and $200 for the anniversary. So the total for this is 1,000 plus 150 plus 200 plus 300 plus 50, 250 and 200. So that's 2,150. So now let's see how much we have to save for the baby fund. If it's over, we'll have to adjust. But we have 13,000 minus the bills, and we'll forget the 0.64 right now. 4515 minus 2605 minus 1580 minus 320 minus 1620 minus 2150. Okay, perfect. So we still have $210 left actually to put into our baby fund. So let's go ahead and get started. So baby moon, let's just do 30 here. Hospital 50, childcare 40, and then we'll do $20 for photo shoot. And then let's do $10 across the board and see where we land at. We might be over or maybe under. Okay, so let's just do it reverse. So 210 minus 30 minus 40 minus 50, skip that 50, minus 20 minus 10 minus 10 minus 10 minus 10 minus 10 minus 10. So we have $10 left. I'm gonna put the 10 into baby stuff and furniture. So split between the two. So let's calculate the total for this. So that's 30 plus 50 plus 40 plus 20 plus 10, 10, that's 20, plus 15 plus 15 plus 20. Okay, so total is 210. So I'm just gonna add everything to make sure we get to 13,000. So that's 210 plus 2150 plus 1620 plus 320 plus 1580 plus 2605 plus 4515. 13,000. Perfect. So that's gonna be our goal and budget for the month. As we have a little bit more dollars coming in, hopefully we'll readjust our budget on a weekly basis, and you'll also see that I'll film my weekly budgets. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I am so close to reaching 1,000 subscribers. Please help me reach it. And if you guys have any questions, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.